Very few cities in the world carry the weight of Jerusalem. This is not just the story of a city, it is the story of humanity's deepest beliefs, its bloodiest wars, and its greatest hopes. Jerusalem is the heart of the promised land for Jews, the place of salvation for Christians, and the starting point of ascension to the heavens for Muslims. And for thousands of years, these three faiths have met, clashed, wept, and hoped again on this small hill. But Jerusalem has never been only about faith. It is also a story shaped by power, ambition, betrayal, and the will to survive. A city destroyed and rebuilt countless times, one of history's most resilient organisms. In this journey, we're doing something special. Using advanced AI techniques, we've transformed ancient engravings and paintings into vivid, lifelike scenes. You won't just hear history, you'll witness it as closely as possible. Are you ready? Then let's begin. We go back to 4000 BC. There is no name Jerusalem yet, but on these rocky hills, Canaanite tribes begin to leave their first permanent marks. At the edge of the Fertile Crescent, at the crossroads of trade routes, this location, with its water sources, defensible elevation, and strategic position, is perfect for survival. The city's destiny is hidden in this geography. Whoever controls this hill controls the heart of the region. By 1000 BC, a new figure steps onto the stage, King David. The charismatic leader of the Israelites captures the city from the Jebusites and gives it a new name, the City of David. But the true transformation comes through his son, Solomon. He builds the Great Temple, a sacred structure believed to house the Ark of the Covenant, the meeting point between the Israelites and God. Jerusalem is no longer just a city, it is a center of faith. And that sacredness will make it one of the most desired and most attacked places in history. In 586 BC, Nebuchadnezzar II breaches the walls of Jerusalem. The temple is destroyed. The people are exiled. Jerusalem experiences its first great destruction, but not its last. 50 years later, Cyrus the Great allows the exiled Jews to return, and the temple is rebuilt. Jerusalem rises again. In 332 BC, a young commander arrives at the gates, Alexander the Great. Jerusalem surrenders without a fight, and he enters the city with respect. After his death, however, the city passes between rival dynasties for years. In 167 BC, Antiochus IV Epiphanes places a statue of Zeus in the temple and bans Jewish practices. It is one of the greatest religious provocations in history. The revolt, led by the Maccabees, restores Jerusalem to the Jewish people. The festival of Hanukkah, still celebrated today, commemorates this victory. In 63 BC, the Roman general Pompey besieges Jerusalem and brings it under Roman control. A century later, a major Jewish revolt erupts. In 70 AD, the Roman army under Titus destroys the city. The Second Temple collapses in flames. Only one wall remains. That wall still stands today, known as the Western Wall, drawing millions from around the world. In 313 AD, Constantine the Great adopts Christianity, and Jerusalem's fate changes once again. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre is built on the site believed to be where Jesus was crucified and resurrected. Jerusalem becomes sacred to the Christian world as well. But this sacredness does not bring peace. It ignites even greater conflicts. In 637 AD, Muslim forces under Umar enter Jerusalem after defeating Byzantine forces. Umar enters the city with respect and places Christian sites under protection. For Muslims,
Jerusalem becomes the third holiest city, home to Al-Aqsa Mosque, believed to be the place from which the Prophet Muhammad ascended to the heavens. The city is now indispensable to all three faiths. In 1095, Pope Urban II calls for the Crusades. In 1199, Crusaders capture Jerusalem, and the massacre that follows becomes one of history's darkest chapters. 88 years later, in 1187, Saladin defeats the Crusaders at the Battle of Hattin and retakes Jerusalem without bloodshed. This victory becomes legendary in the Islamic world. For centuries, the city is ruled by the Mamluks and later the Ottomans. In 1517, Selim I incorporates Jerusalem into the Ottoman Empire. Under Suleiman the Magnificent, the city is reshaped with walls, fountains, and grand architecture. Much of the walls seen today date from this era.
In 1917, during World War I, Edmund Allenby captures Jerusalem from the Ottomans, ending 4 centuries of rule. Under British mandate, the city becomes a center of growing tension between Jewish and Arab populations. In 1948, the establishment of Israel and the war that follows divide the city. West Jerusalem becomes part of Israel, while East Jerusalem comes under Jordanian control. In 1967, during the Six-Day War, Israel takes control of the entire city, including East Jerusalem. Since then, Jerusalem has remained one of the most contested, sensitive, and closely watched cities in the world. For thousands of years, this city has been destroyed, burned, exiled, and rebuilt. Every empire wanted to claim it. None could truly tame it. Jerusalem holds within its stones humanity's oldest questions. Who belongs to this land? What does holiness protect? And is peace ever truly possible? Perhaps the answer lies among those ancient walls, in the faces of people kneeling before the Western Wall, praying in different languages for the same hope. Jerusalem lives, Jerusalem endures, and Jerusalem has not yet spoken its final word. See you in the past.